In other developing news, let's take you live now to Sibanye-Stillwater's Kroondal mine in Rustenburg, where all the mine workers who had been staging a sit-in underground have now resurfaced. Just some background to the story. On Monday, more than 200 of them embarked on this protest action, demanding that they be included in an employee share ownership scheme. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana joins us live from the mine with an update. Zola, what can you tell us in terms of where those negotiations are now between the NUM and mine management?
Well, what I can tell you, Michelle, is that we just had a meeting with the management of the mine where they were essentially telling us about their position as Sibanye-Stillwater, saying that all the workers that were underground, the last 26 that we heard of in the morning, have all resurfaced and now they are receiving medical attention. The mine also mentioned that they'll be starting with disciplinary procedures, as you might understand that in a statement that they released about yesterday. They mentioned that the sit-in was illegal, or the protest was illegal, and therefore they will follow disciplinary procedures. We don't know which day exactly, but they said that they are in a process. Now, in terms of the biggest demand which employees were crying about from the 3rd until today, the issue of receiving shares, they did mention that they have been communicating with unions that they thought will be passing, the message to employees about the issue of shares, saying that they are still busy with, some legal procedures that have resulted in workers of the shaft not receiving those shares, at the same time as the other ones who have received them in the other shafts. And they said they'll continue, in negotiations and communication with those relevant unions so that they can be the ones that send out, the message to their workers. But let me speak to one of the employees who was underground and only resurfaced now. But enkosi ngexesha lakho ngobesithetha nemine bathi bebe baninceda ngokutya izolo abo bebedinga mhlawumbi medical attention nabo baye bancedwa wena uthi khange ufumane ukutya from Monday.
Okokuqala sesigama lami ngumzothemba mncanca ne lo muntu benixalela into yokuba besinikeza ukutya uyaxoka kusukela Monday until today ukutya asikwazi apha eswini. Into ebesiphila ngayo ngamanzi underground. Xa inguwe ungayiva njani nguwe or umntana wakho esenza loo nto engatya underground mara uphethwe yimanagement. Ngenxa yento kokuba into esiyifunayo inye, sifuna imali yamashares, ayikho enye into. That's why besenza kanje. Asiyazi nathi imali bephi. Siyayifuna imali yamashares.
So i-union zenu zikhe zathetha nani ever since niphumile underground?
I-union sithethile nathi sisalinde zona uba zithe ziyabuya. Silinde zona njengoba simile apha ngoku sifuna ukuva impendulo yabo bathini ngoba abasixelele uba isigqibo sithini.
Imine ithi ukusukela namhlanje bazawuqala amalungiselelo e-disciplinary action for abo bantu bebe part of a strike, which means that kungakhona abantu abangagxothwa kulo process. Ubhuti yena uziva njani?
Mama kodwa cala sethuki. Into esiziqala yona into enye singama-comrade eAMCO. Ukuba ngaba baxotshe one umuntu siyema, still siyema, asihli aba bantu bengekho apha phakathi kwethu ngoba besiyi-team A1 njengoba sisebenza ikhampani A1 besibanye nangoku.
Intoni eyenze ubhuti into yobana adecide ubuyela ku-surface okanye ukhutshwe emgqibeli wena naba bantu baphuma emgqibeli?
Ndikhutshwe ngabo abantu babesemgodini bathi masizofuna elinye comrade apha ngaphandle ngoba ngani asikwazi ulifumana. Iradio abafuna usinikeza phaa masithethe nabo baziswitcha off. Asikhona ukubafumana thina se-underground, asikhona uthetha nabo, asiyazi bakwenzekani amanye ama-comrade apha ngaphandle kwenzeka ntoni ngoba abantu abakatyi balambile abantu. Masonze plan sikwazi sifowunela ama-comrade e-region aye underground azogqiba nabantu abasebenzi bakwenzekani.
So ngokwazi kwakho bhuti kuthiwa kuzokwenzeka ntoni ngomso? Niyaqhubeka nize emsebenzini okanye niyalinda nide nifonelwe ikhampani?
Mama asizuqhubeka siye emsebenzini. igama linye sithi malibe linye asiyi imali ngekho abantu badle imali ama 25,000 le weekend esuka kuyo le yethu yephi thina lethu ngoba ngani sisibanye sonke siyayifuna le mali or kanjani ma comrade senzane sayima alibe linye.
Nkosi kakhulu bhuti ngexesha lakho. Well, Michelle, that was one of the mine workers who was part of the sit-in that started on the 3rd and only resurfaced today. He says that they were told that they need to, or rather return to surface so that they can speak to other comrades as they had lost communication and they didn't know what was happening outside. They are saying that they will not stop, raising, their voices about what they demand, which is the issue of shares, and they are saying that or threatening that should the mine dismiss some of the workers that were part of the sit-in, then it means that one injury, or rather an injury to one, will be an injury to all at this point. Michelle, because of network connectivity, I'll have to hand over back to you.
Zola, Sholwana, thanks very much indeed for that update. It's a developing story that we're still tracking for you here on 405.